You're now tuned into the Detailed Did It podcast. Come catch a fade.
God damn, boy, what's that? Some kind of weave or something?
I got some dope ass guests with me, some cool friends of mine, and without further ado, I want to introduce Sydney, the one and only Sydney. Y'all know that boy Sid. That's my guy right there, man. And I got my boy Davey, man. Y'all say what's up, man? What's up? What's the word?
What it do? That's it. We're in the building. First Friday.
Oh,
We're gonna talk about nightlife.
Yeah,
It's
tonight.
chivalry dead. Everything. We're talking about everything tonight.
Yeah, nothing off the table tonight. Some of the things that I like to touch on. Matter of fact, give me a second. Let me pull up because I also want to give a shout out to my good friend, playmate friend Lance Williams, and he's helping co-produce the show. So I just want to give him a big shout out. Appreciate you, Lance. What's the word? I know he's tuned in, chilling. He's been waiting for us to go on. And again, for everybody in the Facebook world, I appreciate y'all patience. Y'all know how promoters are. They're gonna show up a little late. You know what I mean? But that's how it go. You know, and that's one of the things that we want to talk about tonight, because I think everybody thinks this promoter game is easy, and I think that everybody just thinks y'all just be chilling and not really having to do nothing, you know, to make this club shit pop the way it pop in our city. And it's not an easy thing, and I think it's especially not easy in a city such as San Antonio, where everybody is late and everybody's slow to get on with the new vibe. And so with that being said, I just want to say what, I took some notes. So I just want to give you a perspective on my basic thought on what party promoter, club promoter
Let's hear it.
of you guys, y'all description, if you will. So I have here at the most basic level that a party promoter such as these guys is a bit like a marketing director.
Hey, Alvin Perry told me to tell you what's up.
What up, baby? What up, Al? So, and it said, I said here is, they're basically, the chief assets are the network. You guys gotta have a network. You gotta know everybody.
Yep.
And their deep knowledge of the target audience that this particular club or venue is trying to reach. And I think you guys also have to have a hell of a lot of swag and a lot of charisma. I think your job is to create the marketing strategy that will help you reach the wider audience and ultimately get the traffic popping in their place of business. Stop me if I'm wrong so far. I got a little bit more.
I think you've hit all the valid, most crucial, important points. Marketing and being a promoter.
Right.
In San Antonio.
I also said here, it says the club promoter will ensure more traffic to the venue by advising on the details such as cover charges, drink prices, music choices. These guys develop the marketing materials for social media as well as flyers. I know back in the day we were on the flyer house before the whole social media takeover, and these guys are also idea people. Like you guys are the ones that be like, you know what? I see your venue, I see what you got going in here. This is an idea. And I think it takes a lot of charisma, it takes something deeper, a sense of your city, a collective consciousness of the vibe of your city.
Absolutely.
And knowing how to tap into that demographic and know how to bring people out, especially in a city like San Antonio, where everything is slow moving.
Very slow.
You know, a lot of people here are like forward thinkers, and we can't get that shit popping. Like shit that's popping now, you were trying to make happen 5 years ago.
That's very true.
Is that not, is that not what it is? Like ideas you was trying to get out 5 years ago, it's just now and then, and everybody's popping like it's the new thing, and you like, man, the boys in Houston been doing that for like 10 years already.
10 years.
Like Austin's been doing that for the longest. How are they a few hours up the road and we are this behind on the curve? And is that our fault or is that y'all fault? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Dave, you want to take that one, Davey?
Nope.
Is it our fault?
Nope. It's never our fault.
Never our fault. It's the city.
Well, I have a couple questions for you guys. I have here. So, what interests you about being a promoter in the first place? Like, what makes a guy say, "Hey, I want to promote. Like, I think this is what I want to do." And because I look at promoters, I have a lot of respect for promoters because I was a promoter at one time. Shout out to Player Made Productions. The reason all this shit is possible, but I ain't going.
Shout out to Player Made.
You know what I mean? But what is it that made you be like, yo, I can do this shit?
Yeah, we can go first, Davey.
Like, what made you, Davey? Like, what? Like, one day you was once upon a time you was going to the club just like me, just like this guy. You know what I mean? And one day you was like, you know what? I can make this shit hotter. Like, what were the steps that made you be like, were you a popular kid at school? Did you throw parties at school? Did somebody say, I don't know. Like, what makes a guy get into the game and be successful? Because it's only a couple of you guys that I know that are part promoters and have been consistent with it. And like, do you have a job?
Nah.
So like, it's obviously, I mean, that is your job.
Yeah,
when I say a job, no disrespect whatsoever. But like a lot of promoters I've seen, they promote on the side, and then they have a gig. You know what I mean? But like but in other major cities, I know promoters who are just promoters, and that shit pay well, and they are doing very well in life.
True.
So I see you and Eric, for example. I believe shout out to Eric Morgan, who I thought might have been able to show up, but he's probably promoting or something. Anyway, you guys are doing it. You have a son who's playing basketball. You're doing. Matter of fact, let me tell you about that, because I did a little homework on Davey. If y'all don't know Davey, first of all, let's give a round of applause for
Davey!
You know what I mean? I did a little homework. Actually, I didn't do all the homework. My boy Lance did a lot of homework.
Shout out to Lance.
Shout out Lance.
You know
What up,
I mean? 'Cause
Lance?
What up, Lance?
You guys on a different a generation than me, and I think I was out of the city. or
Eric
out the
done
way.
logged in and watching.
Oh, he want to watch.
Eric, fuck out of here, Eric. Go do
They don't
cardio.
believe. All right, let me see. All right, so Dave,
And that's my old hype.
let's leave you your due justice, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I got here. I got Davey Williams, San Antonio super promoter, responsible for PH Lounge, Nectar, Ice Lounge, Glow, Sage, Endless Music. Currently at Live 88. We'll go back to that. We'll go back to that Live thing. 8811, which is my spot. You know what I mean? 8811 brought me out of retirement. Fourth Quarter Sports Bar we do on Sundays, and Sultans.
Yeah.
You got the after hour spot. So like, wow, you got a resume on your hands. So like, is that what, when promoters or new club owners are looking for somebody, you're the go-to guy? And like, what are you looking at?
I got some beautiful what?
Tell Davey he has some beautiful skin. Oh Lord, that's good promotion. So like I'm saying, like, so what made you get into this shit? You've done all this shit. You've been successful. Like, how does one start when you begin in this
Man,
thing?
I really started out under Kenny Baker.
Okay.
So he
Shout out to Kenny Baker.
Yeah, he
who's
showed-
doing it in
in
Vegas,
Vegas.
now, right?
Dre
Kenny in
is-
Vegas.
Yeah, he killing it out there. So I started out with him. He showed me how to do the stuff, and then I just kept running with it after that. Started out with Go Getter, Kenny, Eric, Gab. Just ran with it from there.
I mean, but what made you ran with it like in San Antonio? Like what was the point? You was like, you know what? This is what I'm doing. Like, what was it? Was it a promotion party? Was it a certain party that went down that you put together and it was successful? Like, what was the party or the venue that you threw at some point between now and then that made you say, you know what? This is what I'm doing.
Damn, I done did a lot of shit.
But it's got to be one that people still talk about today. Like, yo, man, remember? It's got to be one.
Yeah, Davey, tell us.
It's got to be one.
I'm thinking the
You
Capricorn
got a celebrity
badge.
down
No,
here.
I'm saying, tell us.
It was just crazy. Like the paycheck was really big that night. The payoff was good.
Davey checks are always big.
Or you experienced some San Antonio shit.
Oh,
Niggas
no.
didn't believe, and then that shit was like super successful.
Oh no, I think one of my best ones would probably be Bryson Tiller.
Bryson Tiller.
That was a good one.
What made that? What was so special about that?
Yeah, tell us, Davey.
That was cool. We had everybody in the building. We had Bryson. We had all the rap a lot. We had Selena Gomez. We had Spurs. It was deep.
Hey, all rowdy.
Over 1,000 people. It was
Okay.
a good payday.
Okay. So
Good payday.
what's a good payday for a promoter like that on an event like that?
Detail, that's
Is
very
that
confidential.
too-
That's
is that-
very confidential.
That's
You asked me too
confidential.
much.
All right.
Yeah, comfortable.
I mean, shit. I want to know. Alright. Okay, alright, cool. What about you, Sid? Like, what was it with you?
Just kidding.
What made you jump into the game? I mean, other than player-made, other than you being under our wing and so on and so forth.
City just want to dance.
What?
Was it the dancing? Like, because I want to get into that. I'm glad you brought up dancing because I know when I was in the club scene back in my time, 97 all the way up until 2000 and 2000, yeah, I don't know, 2010, I don't know. Yeah, she back here hating. Boy, she was born 10
I
years
was like
ago.
5 years old.
So,
Hey, you ain't gotta say shit like that.
I want to know the club life though. Like, it's different now, Sydney. Back when I was going, I didn't need to have a lot of money or a dope car to pull a chick. I could do the usher, I could slide, I could do the genuine move, I could dance. You know what I mean? So like that's how I got mine. Like what's it like nowadays, man?
It's definitely different. Growing up, started off at North Pole. North Pole with Player Made. That's kind of was the influence, the first influence of that taste of being a promoter, making money. Having that crowd and that vibe. I started at a very young age. 9th grade, I was going to North Pole. Shout out Davey.
9th grade, going to the North Pole.
My cousin Jermaine Patterson, Lance.
Hey man, North Pole.
Calvin Jackson, Chris Huff, everybody part of the Playmate fam. But we were definitely in a different era. Back then, it was very street. It was very. You had to know a lot of people. You had to move around. You had to work.
Yeah.
There was no MySpace. There was maybe Black Planet. I don't know if Black Planet was back then.
Yeah.
But their parties were packed at North Pole without that social media. There was no Google Maps. There was none of that. So you had to really get out there and get it.
You had to go touch the people.
Right. So that was like the kind of the first point. Hey, I like what's going on here. And come full circle, Player Made, Dave Anderson, and my cousin, who lives in a whole nother city, link up. So that started a whole big family. And from there, we just grow. But now we lose a lot of social media for promotion, so we don't do as much street as we used to. Not as effective.
Do you think social media has helped the game
No.
or hindered the game?
It hurts the game.
It hurts the game.
It did.
And what makes you say that?
Because it make these promoters lazy. They just want to sit and hit send all day. They want to copy and paste and hit send. Hit the streets.
I think that goes all around the board though for all hustles. Like social media makes people lazy in all walks of life.
But you got your camera on me.
Yeah, but you're talking.
Oh yeah. Hi guys. Social media.
Shout out
got
to
me taking the
social
camera
media
off
though,
myself.
man. Everybody on everybody's
Hey, Miss
everybody's
Shay.
feed. Hey, appreciate you guys tuning in, man, for the platform. We're just trying to keep it live, man. We here on the Detailcuts podcast. We at we in Southtown on First Friday. I'm kicking it with the coolest promoters in the city. We having a good time. I got my guests in the house. I got Zay in the back. I got Lizzie in the background holding it down. You know what I mean? Like you need a drink, or you need a cut, or whatever.
Yeah.
We got you.
Lizzie just cut hair, and she's from El Paso.
I'm ready with questions. Let me know.
And if you guys got any
Already?
questions,
That person's gonna be, are you single?
No.
y'all let us know, man. I got a question though, as far as like this new deal. So like, all right. So what does a guy got to do to score these days in the club? What's the deal? Like, do you have to have a lot of money these days? Do you have to pop bottles?
You gotta make a
what is
video.
the guy?
You gotta send wings to her section.
You gotta send wings to her section.
Boneless wings.
Boneless wings.
Lemon pepper wings to her section to love people life.
Okay, all right. So I mean, like,
Apparently it's wings.
No, laughing. Food too. Food helps, but laughing is key.
laughing is key.
Yeah.
All right,
laughing
from a
for
female's
$10.
perspective.
Laughing
But like,
is key.
how you gonna make a female laugh in a busy, loud club? Like it's popping, like. So you just gonna be a joke? Like she might, you a joke.
No, you gotta pull up dance moves.
You gotta pull out the damn. Okay. I mean,
Turn
Sydney,
off
you
the
guys know.
lights,
You see the guys that
turn
walk in the
on.
club, what they got on, what they working with, and you see the women out there in your space, and you see, all right, and you see who leave. Like,
The guy that
brother
probably,
got to do these
the
days.
guy
Is
that
that
probably
all these
said,
days?
the guy that probably said, "Hey, little mama," is probably the one that's leaving with somebody.
So how much game you got
That's
to
all I gotta
have
say.
these days?
I know that's hey,
That's
little
all I
mama.
gotta say.
Hey, little mama.
I say that from now on.
Hey, we got a question that said, do you promoters feel like the music of the club determines the type of people it attracts?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes,
That's part of
definitely.
it.
That's
That
To a certain,
location.
I think to a certain extent. I mean, if you're gonna play hip hop and R&B, if you're a hip hop and R&B lover, that's what you're right at. But I don't know if that question was from a perspective that if you do hip hop, you feel like you're gonna attract
But
a hip hop or ratchet crowd.
But I think he's saying it because, like, I be seeing some of the posts, like him and J-Boy, they be like, man, we still hearing Stanky Leg and
Shout out to
2010 music in the club and stuff. So I think that's more where they coming from.
Now I go into I just jump back in the club scene, bro. Like not on the scene like that, but I go see y'all shit, right? And when I was on the club scene heavy, the guys was trying to dance with the girls. Or the guys was trying to match with the chicks, and
I agree.
like the game was to like, we are here to holler at these females and at least get something cracking tonight, a phone number or something. I go to the club now and I see guys with huddles on their phone doing this shit. Like, what part of the game is that? It's like what? I don't understand that shit. Like, what's that about? Is that what it's about now? Like, all you gotta do is Snapchat in the club. Yeah, you don't want to go actually talk to her.
That's why I
Like-
said it's a different era because when we mention Player Made and people that we grew up with in high school and early college years, at the end of the night, you weren't dancing with somebody when slow dance came on. You were kind of like the author.
Right.
2018.
But now it's like at the end of the night, it's like it's okay not to be getting your freak on at the end of the night anymore. Just everybody's okay with just going home, going to gyms and netting, and getting that grand slam. You know, nobody wants to do it like I used to. Back in the day, yeah, you looked at like the oddball if you was not the one
So
dancing with
who-
the girl at the end of the night.
But back in the day, people came to the club for things. People come now to be seen. They want to be cool.
Now see, that's what I want to
Like,
know.
when we was younger, when we going to the clubs at like 9:45, 10 o'clock, people ain't leaving the house till like 12, 1 now. They just want to be seen. Don't want to spend no money and want to be seen.
This is true. I remember when the way you walked, the way you went in the club is not the way you came out when I was a kid. When I was young,
Facts.
like you came out sweaty, drenched. Her makeup was out of there. Her shit is in a ponytail now because she was going hard. Like,
TJ
you know what I mean?
TJ said dancing with girls not make you look thirsty in the club.
Wow, is that the perspective of the woman? So a woman says to dance with a
Marina
female is a thirst
We're
move.
at Breed Lounge tonight, Travis.
What's popping tonight?
Maybe take it away.
First Friday.
I'm at Breed Lounge tonight. off of-
Wait. I thought you did something else on Fridays.
The drama begins. Go ahead. man.
Wait.
Yeah,
you're
can
not
you
at
tell us
Live-
what happened,
You're not
baby?
at Live anymore?
Nah, I decided to take my talents elsewhere.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, why?
Cause
I thought it was a good look. You had that shit popping.
Right.
yeah, but if the bag ain't right,
Why?
I can't stay around.
Why?
Ah. So how does the bag work? Does the bag go up after a certain amount of time? After you've said, "Hey, I'm gonna make X, Y, Z happen," and now after that time frame has passed, and it's like, "All right, now it's time to up the game because you're doing well. My numbers are exceeding what I said they would, and I'm taking it that happened. You brought that to the table like a real businessman would because you performed what you said you're gonna do, and now it's time for the check." And they had other ideas.
Yeah, it just wasn't like I'm putting my money in and ain't getting nothing out for it. I'm throwing hell of a parties, and at the end of the night, me and my team, we feeling like, damn, like, and then we're seeing other people walk off a little bit better than what we did off of us. So it's like some pimping shit, really. So I had to move around.
So I get it. He took his talents. So what's the new spot?
Breed Lounge
Reeve Lounge, which is located where?
on Broadway.
On Broadway, okay.
Yeah, we got DJ Swaver in the mix tonight from Dallas, my little D-Town partner out of Austin. They live in Dallas now, so it's a good look. Nice new feel. Just bringing it back to like the old ways and stuff. Because people got wrapped up in thinking like we need a nice club or to party and shit. I threw some of the livest parties in trash cans back in the day.
Because, well,
Name those
to
trash
me,
cans,
that's
David.
what makes a real party.
David, name those trash can parties that you're talking about.
It's always about the people. It's always been about the people. Any event that I went to, that's just how I go anywhere. I always have a good time where I go because it's about me and my people. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So like we make the spot. Like it's not the spot make us, we make the spot. We make, it's all about the experience.
If you don't have the people, you don't have nothing. Like, you could be the coolest person with no people. I've seen it a lot of times.
Okay.
I think we should talk about, when it comes to clubs, some of the do's and don'ts.
That's exactly what I want to talk about. What are some of the don'ts that you do in today's nightlife?
I think it's some of the basics and stuff, like, for example, if you don't have an ID, let me know ahead of time. Don't come to the club and say, oh, call Sydney, I don't have my ID. Don't do that. Let me know ahead of time so I can make arrangements for you or tell you.
I think it's deeper than that, though, Sid. I think now that you've been in the game as long as you've been, and if people are your friend, they're probably our age group, which is close to 40, 35, 40.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't got no fucking ID?
Things happen. Things happen. We don't know. But my thing
What's
is,
happening at 40 that you
it
ain't
doesn't
got
matter.
ID?
The point is, it doesn't matter what
shit
you do.
I'm just saying. That's just like when people try to book on Style Seat with me. They be like, man, I ain't got no debit card. What? How old are you? You ain't got a debit card?
No.
Man, my daughter got a debit card, man. Anyway, that's another subject.
So we're just on the topic of do's and don'ts.
So do's and don'ts.
Don't tell me when you get to the club that you don't have ID. Let me know ahead of time so I can be prepared for it. Yeah, people are trying to chase me, find me in the club, or lounge, wherever I'm at, to try to get you in because you don't have an ID. And I'm not even expecting it. So I'm already way in the club. I'm not trying to come out there and vouch for you because you don't have an ID.
This is true. I know him well, and I've been outside before. Way. He sent a message, but I respect it though because I understand. But I do be feeling some kind of way. And then when you find, it's funny though because like when you trying to get to the dude, when you trying to get to the dude that's on the inside and he don't link up with you, then you finally get in, then y'all finally see each other. Hey man, what's up?
But like, I'm okay if you don't have an ID. I just want to be prepared for it. I don't want to be blindsided. I don't want to stop what I have to do and go all the way to the front of the club and vouch for you. Because I'm taking credibility from my bouncers and securities as well. Because I'm vouching for somebody that's not supposed to be in here because you don't have no ID. Technically, you're not supposed to be in here.
Yeah.
Something happens, who's liable? Me, because I vouched for you. 2, security guards, because they should have stopped me. You know what I mean? But security guards don't want to be a jerk. They're going to be like, hey, if Sydney says this guy's okay, he's either a regular or we honor Cindy's word. But at the same time, if something happens, hopefully nothing does, I'm responsible. They're responsible. The venue's responsible. So we're all at risk. You know what I mean? So at least tell me what's going on. Let me try to work it out. Don't blindside me or my security. Let us know what's going on. That's all you gotta do. It's not a big deal. If you don't have ID, it's okay. If I know you personally, obviously I know probably how old you are. Just tell me.
What else? What else don't you do this day and age at the club?
Davey, you got anything?
What's the
I have more.
What's the
Davey,
budget?
you have anything?
What's the budget you should go to the club with? Because I be seeing people at the front door asking about how much is to get in. In my mind, my thing is like, if you're concerned about that, why are you here?
Well, I think some people are concerned, and then there's other people that are looking for validation from myself, Davey, or any other promoter in the city. So they say, hey, what's the cover? Even though they know what it is, they might wait for validation for you to tell them, hey, don't worry about cover, I got you, or I'll get you in free, or whatever. So some people might be saying that, asking cover because they're looking for validation. But some people might be concerned about
So have there ever been a situation where you validated somebody before, and then things changed in life and you're not validating no more, and you're not coming to the door? Huh? What happens at that point when I'm at the door like, I know he's in here.
I know, but he just posted right now.
Why everybody tell me to embrace the ratchet people?
Oh my God.
That's his live feed. That's in mine. Everybody asked that on.
Appreciate the ratchet.
Oh my
That
God.
ratchet is
All right, so
Roxy, exactly.
what are they talking about online?
I'm saying, if you're gonna ask about entry fee, you shouldn't be at the club.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
So, are you looking for validation to me to get you in free, or you really don't have the funds? If you don't have the funds, you should be
Yeah, if you're broke as fuck, stay
at home.
If you broke, stay home.
Yeah.
I just
You gotta save your lunch money.
That's just like me. I said on the other day, I said, if you can't eat out at a restaurant
Yeah.
and tip and be prepared to tip,
Mhm.
don't eat out. Don't go eat at a nice ass restaurant and don't eat the tip.
But I be wondering, like, I always wonder, like, do people like get dressed and look in the mirror and be like, damn, this that outfit gonna get me in for free tonight? Like, damn, this gonna give me all the drinks.
I'm
Like,
killing.
and then,
First of all, you got that shit
Don't
raw.
say shit like that.
So everybody gonna have that outfit.
and I want the ladies to stop thinking that promoters hump all the girls, cause it be
Thank you. Speak on it, Davey. Speak on it, please.
niggas want more free stuff than women do in the club, to be honest.
Wait, you mean you guys aren't getting all the cooch?
Nope.
Because
On Keach?
you guys are like the superhero cooch guys.
Nope,
You
not
have to
me.
pay for your alcohol?
To me, I think that would mess up business. I think it's a good persona that maybe have, but I think as a promoter,
It's a persona.
if anything, you want to be the guy that's cool with all the chicks. You're not necessarily knocking everything down, but you are cool and friends with all the chicks, because I think that's the way to be.
We do know promoters in general, not just me and Davey, but we're gonna know majority of the people in the city. But there is a misconception that every promoter is a dog and they always girl, it's a persona, but it's not really that. Technically single, technically.
Both of y'all single, actually?
I don't know about Davey, but I am technically. Okay,
Let's
so
find out. Like, hey, are you single?
Why you gotta say technically?
because on paper, everything's gotta be on paper. So if I'm not in a relationship on Facebook, you don't see a relationship status, then technically I'm single. Okay?
Yeah,
Hey, what up, Lance? Lance just checked in too. What up, Lance?
No, I don't have anything.
Hey, we're not dogs.
Uh-huh.
Only dogs want to Sam Houston.
Shout out to our high school. I'm testing my cat there.
And Houston and East Central too. That's where Pusha T went too.
You gonna segue like that? You gonna segue into Pusha T like that?
He went to East Central.
Oh my God.
Drake was part of the Wolf Pack, huh?
That's like a 9.
Here we get off subject.
All right. So what's another don't or do rather?
It's still
What do you do when you come to
Yeah,
the
talk about bottle service versus going to the bar all night.
No.
What would you prefer if you're a consumer? We're promoters, so it's hard for us to say it, but from a consumer standpoint, if you're coming out with a group of friends, all right, would you prefer
I think if you
bottle service or going to the bar all night?
What up, Miss Tony? She just checked in too.
Who?
Texas T, Miss Tony Royalty Boutique.
What up, Tex?
That's
What's up,
the
Miss
real,
Tony?
that's the real gangster of the city. She shut everything down.
This is facts. I can vouch for that.
Hey, Lance told me to shut up. I can't give too much. He said don't give him too much.
David, I asked you a question. You didn't answer.
Bottle service.
I've been avoiding all the questions.
No, but I'm asking you a question directly.
What's the question?
The question is, if you're a consumer, you're coming to a club,
Bottles.
bottle service or at the bar.
Commercial
but it's
service
too, but it's
Nah.
it's like two different things because it's like it might you might come out and you don't want to get drinks and stuff, so you buy a bottle, but then you got that other group where it's like 10, 15 dudes tipping in $15 each. And they got this one bottle, and they taking pictures with it. They trying to pour it in girls. They doing a lot with this one bottle. So it just depends, because if it's a group or whatever. But
All right, well, listen, this is Detailed Detailcuts podcast, man. We're gonna talk about what the players do. That's what the lame niggas be doing. I think the player thing to do, if you with your homies, yeah, everybody chip in and get bottles, okay? But I think if you rolling solo with the homie, I think you play the bar because I think you can get a lot more action like that. Like, I don't see the point of being in a section by yourself with a bottle. Unless you're going to be inviting people or whatever the case may be. But I don't know. But that's me. I'm old. But, I mean, That's a single man. You go to Houston.
Well, I think
What you gonna do?
I think player or not, it does depend on your
Well,
environment.
because-
So people in San Antonio might just go to the bar, but if you're in Houston, Vegas, the way to go would be definitely bottle service. No question of that.
Yeah, I think San Antonio is definitely a lot different, and you can get away with a lot more
But
shit out there.
we need to take San Antonio nightlife as a whole and just take it to a whole nother city so they appreciate it, because the shit is like dumb cheap here. And they be
Oh, hella cheap.
Speak on that, Davey. Let's compare the prices, Dave, from Vegas, Houston versus San Antonio. I want San Antonio party people to know how good they have it. I don't think they realize
They don't.
because they're comfortable. And I understand it, I get it, but I don't think you guys realize. Some people do. There's avid travelers, but I think majority, I don't think they really know how good they have it.
You don't.
You get bottle service, you get to keep your table for the whole night.
Yeah, because you go to other places, when your bottle is done, you done.
You have it. You done.
Like, you
see
gotta
another
continue
bottle.
to buy bottles
you
to
can
stay in
spend
the
10 racks
country.
in Vegas, and once you get to that limit,
Yep, you're out of there.
you out of there.
And because there's somebody with another 10 racks that's ready to take your place.
Exactly. And San Antonio doesn't happen. You get a table for the night, that's yours the whole entire
The
night.
whole night.
And we don't charge you for the section, we just charge you for the bottle.
So
The bottle price.
why are y'all doing that? Why aren't y'all creating? Why aren't y'all forcing the hand a little bit more?
David, you want to speak on that?
Why? Because niggas don't want to get it together. Because niggas want to be cheap. Why?
'Cause-
Because I look at it in the barber game. How I look at it, like most people don't operate the way I operate or charge what I charge.
That's very true.
Tell
me about it. Tell me about it.
But I refuse to compare myself to them. I look at the rest of the world and what I'm doing and the experience, blah 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 blah. And half the time the experience is only worth $15 anyway. So, but I feel like why aren't we pushing the envelope? Why are we making people step their game up? Why isn't Sydney and Davey creating some upscale shit that, like, I'm sorry, we can't please you. This is for this demographic of people, and this is what it is, and if you're not with it, then okay, you can go to these other places.
There's just too many options here. There's too many options. It's like I'm charging the cover, you doing half off, Sydney doing free if you got on a pink shirt.
Why are niggas doing that?
Because
Why aren't people looking at the leaders of the school, of the niggas that's been doing it, and why isn't everybody charging the same shit around all the way around so everybody can step up?
Well, this one dude said this, the way these females be dressed in the club is part of the reason why the dudes be so cheap.
Hey, I
said that?
disagree. I don't
Hey,
care.
said that?
Hey,
Niggas don't
Scott,
care
you right.
what a female got on when they drunk
Yeah.
at 2
Yeah,
a.m.
sweats.
Don't give a shit
Yeah.
what you got on.
Preach,
As long as
Lance.
they have a pussy.
Preach,
That's all they
Lance.
care
Lance.
about.
He's preaching over here.
I think niggas need to stop being cheap and, you know, pay like you weigh. Like everybody I mess with, everybody I kick it with, when we go out, we spend. Like that's what it is. Like that's what you do. Like you're
But you
at
gotta
a
remember,
business.
a lot of these people, they don't travel like that though. Like some of these people, they out of town experience is going to a club in Stone, is going to La Cantera. That's like out of town.
That's traveling.
That's pathetic though because like that's not an excuse to me. You have the internet.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but it's like that's them, so they don't know any better.
That's
or they don't
Okay, so
appreciate,
do we stay where we at because that motherfucker don't know no better?
No, I'm gonna keep pushing the envelope.
Or do we
Like,
keep pushing the envelope and make them step the game up? Like, listen,
Explore.
like it's cool, that's what you used to, but let's try this shit.
Cause think about it, Houston was like that until they got on the same page. They're like, we ain't gotta fuck with each other, but let's do the same things. If I'm gonna charge this day, you charge this day.
Well, Houston has one element that we just don't have in San Antonio, which changes everything. And they show love to anybody trying to do anything.
That's what
That is the key, I think, element
Yeah.
in Houston that San Antonio doesn't have. And I really hate that about our city.
So, what do y'all think about as far as San Antonio nightlife? One of the comments that's been brought up a lot to me as a promoter, I'm sure Davey and other promoters in the city, is that a lot of times people believe because wherever we live, we're all trying to pull from a demographic that's very scarce. And it could be an urban demographic. So we're all trying to pull from that small pool, and that's why things sometimes get saturated. And that's kind of why back in the day, a couple of years ago, we tried to create the promoters union, because I felt that that's what was going on. We were trying to pull from, urban hip hop, R&B community, but those people, it wasn't either enough. They only wanted to do one-time parties, or some of those people were avid travelers and they would go to Houston, Vegas, and other cities, DC, to have their fun. So on a weekly basis, as far as that type of demographic,
I don't get that.
But I'm asking.
You complain here, but brag about you finna go to Vegas.
But I'm just saying, that's the feedback that I'm getting. I'm just asking, what do you guys think? Do you feel that we don't have enough? No, knock my phone.
Chill.
I don't get that.
Do we have enough people in that demographic?
Yes. We have so many people in San Antonio.
I agree. I think
This is a major city.
And hip hop and R&B is some of the most loved music right now.
You want to speak on that? Because that, I don't.
I'm just trying to get feedback. What do people from San Antonio think? Why? Do they feel that way? Do they feel like we have enough people in that demographic to have a weekly upscale nightlife? We can have a weekly nightlife.
But do you think we're an urban city? That's what I just got right now.
Right. That's
No.
no. No, we're not.
That's
why I'm getting at.
You know how you know you're not an urban city? When only time there's something to do is on the weekend. When everything is on Saturday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Again, if you go up the street to Austin, you go up the street to Houston, you can do exactly what you do on a Saturday, on a Tuesday, on a Monday. Like, they create the situation where it's advantageous to all walks of life. You got you got day parties. Oh, you got to work tonight? Cool. We got this spot popping over here during the day. And you'll be in that party lit like it's 2 a.m. somewhere. So, I'm just saying, why are we all, like, I just don't get it. Like, what do we have to do to uplift the city, to, like, be able to do bigger and better things and upgrade ourselves and be like the rest of the world? What's our issue?
To be like the bigger cities, yeah.
We got some
Troy,
questions.
get out of here. San Antonio ain't no damn urban city, boy.
San Antonio's a conservative city.
More,
That's why.
Marquis said, more day functions and parties, more dope brunches. Definitely would be on that.
used to work with Scott Mala.
Bring back Club Flip.
Lose.
Marquis, that's like 20 years ago, boy.
He's another.
I think the only
My
way
cousin
we're going to get it
what's up,
together
man?
is like if
All right.
LeBron comes. If LeBron comes to our city, San Antonio will flip overnight.
With my beer.
Facts.
Is it
I think LeBron, if he did came to San Antonio, I think he would elevate the city. His persona, what he brings, his swag. There could be a possibility that he would elevate the nightlife in the city.
No, he would elevate everything. Look, ain't nothing going on in Cleveland.
Time out. Shout out to Player Made, Concepts Up the Dark, Kirk Frazier,
No
myself, LeBron James, back at Ontro days, lit. So yes, I would have to agree that if LeBron came here, that would be a big difference. What'd you say, Jamil?
So do we have to wait on a celebrity to get our shit tight? Because I feel like I'm doing my part. In my element, in my realm, in my creativity, on my platform, I feel like I'm trying to raise the bar. Are you raising the bar? Are you raising the bar, Davey? I think Davey's raising the bar by not settling for less, knowing his worth, and saying, okay, yeah, it's popping over here, but you know what? I'm gonna take my talent elsewhere. Because I think that stand up in itself is how you create the change. Because if you don't stand up and you just settle for less, they gonna settle for less. But when people see Davey not settling for less, they ought to want to support and do whatever you got going. That's how I feel.
That's what I said. I was like,
I mean, and
Huh?
I
was wondering who was talking.
who's that? I don't know why.
Hey.
What's up, man?
Hey.
Quincy, I'm sorry. Let's see what
Did I interrupt?
you commented on, Quincy. What were you talking about, Quincy? Repeat yourself.
He brought me a beer. That's
Troy said no black leaders in San Antonio.
Shit, you looking at a black leader.
Damn
And I
right,
think-
Troy.
and I
Black
think
leaders,
that's
all
what-
black leaders right here, boy.
That's what this podcast is about. Like, that's what we all are about. That's why we're here tonight. We shining light on those that are actually trying to do something and uplift the community, and, you know, in their demographic. And I feel like we have to support them. I think that's San Antonio's biggest fucking problem is they don't support niggas. They'll support Sydney and Davey when they talking about about this new idea. They'll be like, yeah, that's dope. We got to do this. We got to do that. You got to do that. But as soon as Davey put everything together, as soon as Sydney coordinate and put the shit together and get the shit popping, then folks don't want to show up. And I think that's the problem with San Antonio. Like, this is hater city, and I think that's our issue on every fucking thing. On everything.
Why is that? Why is San Antonio city as viewed as a city that everybody hates on each other?
It's not viewed. It's the truth.
I feel like this.
Why?
I have a lot of people that love me, but like the people that be hating, it's not even a good reason. I just don't get it. I just don't get how people in Houston support each other no matter what the hustle is. And then you come to San Antonio, and our community, is, as far as black people are concerned, is small enough. And then we're sitting in the city hating on each other. Like, it's so much talent in San Antonio, it's fucking ridiculous. It's a lot of talent. And I'm a person I'm in the artist game, of all, drawing, cutting, whatever the case may be. I know art when I see it, I know talent when I see it. And artists as far as like singers, rappers, gospel singers, photographers, promoters, people with ideas. Like, there's so many dope ass people in San Antonio. And why hasn't someone blown up? Because niggas won't support each other. When boys come out with their first mixtape, they own it. As soon as they hit the internet and other people are liking it, they fall back. And it's like, yeah, it's like, no, nigga, I still need you.
True.
Like, and it's like, people see, oh, you actually have the courage to actually do what you said you were gonna do. Like, you weren't, like, I was with you when you was just talking about it, but now that you put action behind it, now that you put your money behind it, now that you put education behind it, now that you got a group of people that are actually believing what you're saying and they're doing it with you, I'm gonna fall back. What the fuck is that about? And I'm just speaking from experience, like when I created South Crown. Oh man, when I came up with the logo, when the logo hit the scene, man, the whole city was with me.
Yeah.
I had people like, yo, nigga, let me know when you finally open up. I'm talking about, they had me thinking the doors are just gonna come crashing down. But the day I fucking got my CFO, and when I was actually, all right, guys, city, I've been working hard. It took me a whole year to open up this place. I'm the only black man downtown. I'm one of the only black businesses downtown. I'm the only black barbershop downtown. I'm doing something that's on some other shit that ain't been seen before, and yet it's people that I work with personally help their particular shops get open, and they ain't even came to see me.
Speak on it.
So it's like, what is that? Now, luckily I've been through a whole lot of shit in life to where I'm okay with that shit. I'm okay with just knowing my mama proud of me, my wife proud of me, my kids proud of me. But what I'm doing in this motherfucker is some epic shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm doing some really epic shit, and I know it. And because I can recognize when other people are doing epic shit, and everybody ain't fucking on the train. Like, what is that? What is it about seeing something dope, unique, and you turn your face to that? Like, who does that?
Apparently San Antonio.
Why does San Antonio do that shit? Why isn't Stax the rapper famous? Why isn't Sosa famous? Why is it, as far as the city goes, like beyond that? Why, you know what I mean? Like, these dope characters in our city who are fucking talented as hell, why are they still in their living room? It's our fault.
Yeah.
I agree.
They're putting their heart and everything into their passion, into their craft. They're doing all this shit, and we're sitting there just looking at them. We see him, damn, he's still grinding. He's still grinding. I ain't gonna click back on that shit. Fuck that shit. I'll just keep on moving. Like, damn, he started his hustle 10 years ago. He ain't fell off yet. But anyway, but the new nigga just jump on the scene, Instagram barber. I'm gonna just stay in my world.
Yeah.
He jump on the scene. You know what I mean? So
This nigga cut one basketball player. Their team came to town.
Don't do that.
Called me.
Don't do that.
And they called 4
Don't do
other
that.
barbers I know.
Don't do that.
We were busy. Called you. Now you a celebrity barber. Fuck out of here, man. Get out of here. I don't even consider myself a celebrity barber. And I have guys on the payroll like on a regular.
Yeah.
But to me, a celebrity barber is somebody like Marcus the barber, Diddy's barber. Like a celebrity barber to me is when the celebrity himself is talking about you.
Yeah.
Not me saying I'm doing this, that, and the third, but the celebrity saying I'm getting cut by XYZ, Marcus, Joe the barber, Rob the original. Those are celebrity barbers to me. If you ain't doing what they doing, shut the fuck up and cut your little community. You know what I'm saying? Cut the niggas in your little hood or whatever the case may be. Because you're not doing shit. You're really not doing nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? But the cats that's actually doing things, being forward thinkers, being, different in their craft, taking shit to another level, those are the people you shun. Those are the people you don't support. You know what I mean? And all it takes is a simple share. Like, it's so easy to support somebody these days. You don't have to go to their venue. You can just click like. But you won't even do that shit.
Yeah, barely.
But you know when you click like, you know when you got something to say? When you disagree. When, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, nigga, I didn't even know you was following me. What is that thing in San Antonio that's going on, bro? I hate that shit.
What's the feedback from everybody on
Alright, I went on a tangent. What they talking about?
What's the feedback on Facebook? What do y'all think about that? You feel like there's a lot of hate
said right
The
now.
ones with real disposable incomes don't spend it on taking it in SA.
What? Lance, speak on that. Lance says,
They are scared to
Lance says that
Marina, we'll take care of it.
Lance
You'll
Williams
get them
on
a
the
haircut.
Playmates Party and co-producer of the show says that they are scared to send their money. The ones with the real disposable income don't spend it on kicking in the SA. All right, I can get that because a lot of people live in San Antonio because their dollar can go a long way. But with that being said, it doesn't take much to party. Like what you spend in Vegas on one drink, you can come into San Antonio, get in the club, and buy 2 drinks.
2 drinks, nigga.
And maybe
About 20.
valet.
About 20 drinks.
I'm not waiting.
But you know what I mean? So like,
2 drinks, 2 beers gonna cost you about $75 Vegas. Kenny, where you at, man? Come chime in, Kenny. Kenny will tell us all about Vegas.
What? Yeah, I need some other. If you find more out there, chime in on this shit.
Has so much big of a demographic. Like, you got
To
some
me, the
bars,
whole
and
y'all
got
keep it
some
down. Y'all
bars.
keep it down. Y'all keep it down.
Yeah.
To me,
San Antonio's
the gist of this whole situation is we can't get forward because we can't get the support. Like, let me prove this point real quick. Who's made it from San Antonio that you know of? Who's famous right now in San Antonio you know of? Go. Singer, actor, name it. We should know it. It's our city.
I wouldn't say that they're famous, but
Alright, too late. That was proven. You know why? Because they didn't get. If somebody did make it from San Antonio, they're not talking about it. You know why? Because the city didn't support them.
it's right here.
Why is it when you from San Antonio, the only way you might be able to blow up is if you move away, get it popping, and then come back. Now we fuck with you. Why? Why is it that Lil Kiki, when he had a hit record in 20 years, is still making good money today? Can right now go on Instagram and say, I'm throwing a show at this club, y'all come see me. And the city gonna turn out and support that boy. And he gonna get a check and feed his family and feed his kids. And he's not even relevant like that. But he's very relevant as Houston. Why? Because they support
him. They support him.
They support. I lived in Houston for like 6 months. And I was the brokest nigga in Houston. I ain't had no job. By the grace of God, I had family, and I was doing real bad during those times. And that's when I actually went to go live with my boy Lance, who's co-producing this shit. They helped me
Lance once again.
kick the bullshit I was on. But I realized in Houston how good niggas got it in San Antonio. Because in Houston, if you don't have a hustle, your ass is gonna get ran over, and nobody cares. Let me tell you the difference real quick. This is a real quick difference. You pull up to a red light in San Antonio and you see a homeless person, Let me ask you something. Are they gonna have a sign that says, "Give me some money," or are they gonna have a sign that says, "I'll work, I'll grind, I'll clean your car for some money"? Which one are they gonna have in San Antonio?
For work.
I ain't seen nobody working. Have you pulled up to a red light and got your? Have you ever pulled up to a red light in San Antonio and your car got your wheels got on, nigga?
I told him,
You know what I'm saying?
You need this money more than I do. Here you go, boo boo.
I know they want to, but it's never happened to me.
It's
When I pull up in, when I'm in Houston, everybody is hustling.
Yeah.
I went to Houston and I needed some AA batteries. I'm just trying to have a random conversation. He had a AA battery guy.
You were always needing double A batteries. God,
He always got a story though. He always got a story.
He had a battery guy. You know why a battery guy exists?
I know.
Because people support
It happens.
his hustle.
Yes, it happens.
I didn't have to go to the store. He texts his battery guy.
When I was
That nigga like, what you need? An engine battery or some double A's? I'm like, man, I just need my remote. That's all I need. My point is, the hustle is, they hustle, man.
Yes.
They hustle in Houston. They don't hustle in San Antonio. They don't respect it in San Antonio. You know what I mean? Like people got it easy in San Antonio. Niggas is lazy in San Antonio. I'ma just say it. I say Texas. I put posts out there every day. Like, nigga, you broke because you lazy.
Man, I gave somebody food once that got me mad. They threw it on the ground. I gave them my lunch.
Who said that?
Maria
said that?
Stringer.
Man,
Maria?
I gave someone food once.
They
Got
got
mad at
me.
Oh yeah, because they ain't want no food. They on crack. I put
Money.
You
They
know,
want your
Mark
money,
Mark and 410.
boo.
Shout out to my boy Dre. We put up to a red light
Yeah, what's up,
on East
Ryan?
Houston, and the homeless guy was at the light looking at us, and I was smoking at the light, and we had like a little roach. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get this guy the rest of the roach.
Yeah.
I was broke at the time, so I was like, yo, I handed him. I was like, yo, you want to hit the roach? You want the rest of this? I'm thinking I'm doing him a favor because ain't the first time I did this.
Right.
Everybody else has always been like, oh man, you're cool.
Fuck yeah.
This boy looked at me and said, I always like to say it like this. This guy looked me in my eyes, in the windows of my soul. And he said, I don't want that. I want crack. He didn't care about food, substance. He was 100 with me, man.
What he say again?
He said, I don't want that. I want crack. And the light turned green and everything, and we were standing there like, whoa. And he was dead, and he was upset. He felt disrespected. I got that feel. Like he felt disrespected. I got to hand him the rest of my weed.
Fuck you,
Don't take my weed.
Man. Hey, speaking
I got weed.
Speaking of red light situations, last week I pull up to a red light. I'm minding my business. It's been a long day. I look over to my right and I see two people arguing. And the windows are down. So I'm trying to be nosy, right? They deaf. Like,
Stop lying.
they were doing.
You about to lie.
I posted this shit last week.
You about to lie.
Listen, it was sign language. Dog, they was in the car throwing it up, bro. Like it was a heated, quiet. I just never seen a heated conversation without any sort of volume. Dog, if you could just see the expression on their faces. And so I'm in my mental mind, I'm having the conversation. I'm like looking at them like, well, fuck you then. Like they're going back and forth. It was like, right? And one is like, and then stop. And then the other one would be like, but then like the other one gotta stop and like look at they shit, like just see what you really saying. Dog, and so then they catch me looking, right? I'm looking because I'm just like, it's so interesting. They are so hyped quietly though. Like there's no noise. I hear nothing but my car, the engine, the air, and this crazy situation happening in the
So
car.
let me ask you this: were you laughing?
Not yet. I was still tripping like, okay, they're doing sign language. Because dog, think about it. You look over and two people are going at it, and the windows are down, and you don't hear nothing. Like you hear nothing, but you see people doing like this and all in each other's face, and there's no sound. So then they like look at me, right? So then, and they catch me looking at me. Like, you know, you can like look away just right in time. But they look, and I was so into their situation, I just looked back. Like, because I'm like, they can't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? I want to know what's going to happen next. So then they just like looked at me like, what the fuck you looking at, right? So I just gave him the middle finger. and then I took the do sign, I took the peace sign, because right then and there the light turned green, right? So I'm like, fuck you, peace. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, I just felt like I respected them in that moment. Because
you were able to give them
I respect that you guys don't talk, and I'm going to use sign language. That's just like me going to your country, fuck you, and speak. That's like me going to Mexico and trying to speak
Spanish,
Spanish out of respect. Que pasa? You know what I'm saying?
Over here at South Crown Barbershop.
I'm number one though.
She said she.
I'm
She's
number
number
one.
one. She's number one. She cuts my hair.
All right.
I cut his hair, so I'm your barber's barber.
Ooh, yeah, you like?
Oh, that's
I'll
nice.
promote you
That was
just
nice.
as much.
Yeah, I hear you.
Check
She
it.
said on
Check,
your barber's
check.
barber.
Actually, you know what?
Your
Check
barber's
your
barber.
shit.
I cut his hair too sometimes.
Check your
When he
notification
got
shit.
time. When
She
he's got
was shitting
time.
on every barber in the city.
Right? But she
I
not
got
talking
it.
about
I
it.
got
She
the
knew about it. You know what I mean?
At
The skills that pay the bills.
J-Boy, finally, J-Boy, you arrived.
Follow
What do you
me.
got to say,
Yeah.
J-Boy? J-Boy always got something to say.
Check your.
Tracy been saying something the whole
Let's
day.
talk about this Drake though. Let's talk about this Drake and
No,
Pusha real quick.
no.
Yes.
You don't want to talk about that?
I'm on it right now.
I really don't want to either because I'm kind of biased.
I don't know,
you're
I'm
lying.
My feelings are kind of hurt. But
He's got a kid.
I love.
Why your
I
feelings
love-
hurt? Tell us.
Why your feelings hurt?
Because Drake didn't. I feel like
He didn't tell us.
Drake.
J-Boy.
He wasn't.
Really, because there's nothing else Drake can say, and because Pusha T went for his soul by like
It's
by
like,
targeting.
you can't rap no more. You just gotta fight him.
Poked at his heart.
Yeah, he targeted.
I think at that point, it's fighting at this point.
Yeah.
Drake's got to fight Pusha T.
I think the dopest thing about
He's swole
it
now.
is.
But they gotta put that black paint on his
Slow
face.
down, you know?
And that, see that too.
No.
I'm a Drake. I'm a Drake advocate.
I know, tell us about that, because you're a big Drake fan, so like,
Well,
tell us about your feelings. Like, are you
All right,
hurt?
so
What's going
there's a
on?
couple reasons why I'm a Drake fan. Like, all right, real quick.
Ears.
When Drake first dropped, I was just graduating Barber College. So he came out with I'm successful, and it just, personally, every time he drops something, I feel like I'm going through what he's going through, or I can relate to what he's saying.
Such
Like
as
the
what?
last
Give an
10
example.
years, right? For example, okay, my grandma just is going through some things, right? What song did he just put out? I'm upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty much how I was feeling when I just graduated Barber College and had all these ambitions of being the best body in San Antonio. He dropped "I Just Want to Be Successful," the successful song. When I heard that shit, I was like on the east side, like in the streets, just graduating, trying to figure out my next move, and that shit resonated with me. And just like everything in between. So, and he's a Libra. So it's just some deeper shit. That Libra shit, to all my Libras out there, they automatically felt what I just said, and I don't need to say nothing else, alright? So, when it went down, and this happened, I just felt like, knowing Pusha T, being a real hip-hop head, like, I just feel like there's nothing else Drake can say. And Pusha was real.
So, do you believe that they should fight?
I don't believe they should fight. No. But Drake, no, you don't. Drake, we don't fight. We're too old for fighting, and it's past that because right now it's all about skill. To me, at this point,
So-
it's strictly about like take away you being a fake drug dealer, and let's take away the fact that okay somebody's writing you a rhyme. Like let's take your biggest hits. All right, you put that all out on the table. What's next? Because Pusha T did some shit that Like, I don't like finding out about some shit that I should have known about nigga I rep hard. Like,
so were you
I didn't
upset
know.
that you found Drake had a baby? Like, were you crying? Like, how
Yeah,
you feel?
no, I wasn't upset. I just didn't like not. It's just like if your girl like find out some shit that she didn't have to find out because you could have just told her. Like, she would have been mad, but she wanted to hear from you first. It was one of those situations. Like, damn, Drake, you got a kid? Damn, Drake, you did blackface? Like, who? Like, even if you had a just reason behind that, like, put that out there. So when this comes out, I can be like, oh, you ain't know? Oh, he did, you know, X, Y, Z. But I was naked when that shit happened. I was like,
I think a lot of people didn't know about it.
I was naked when that shit happened, so I was like, damn. But it's cool because everybody's vulnerable. Everybody got that spot, and it's just gonna take somebody to exploit that shit. And I think Pusha was ready, willing, and there's nothing else you can really say about it. Like, he bodied that. I think he took the ether route. I think we all felt the same way we felt when Nas dropped that shit on Jay, and we kind of felt like that was hard, but damn, you had to go that hard. But Jay said he learned a lot from Pusha, right? I mean, from Nas when that happened. So
Then he turned around and signed him.
and then he didn't let him drop any music. So anyway, get back to this, right? But anyway, so will Drake learn from Pusha? Will like Drake take this L like Jay did? Because Jay came back, but at the end of the day, we know Ether did that.
Yeah.
And but Jay didn't fall off after that. I think that actually made him greater, better. You know what I mean? Like, what will Drake do with it? Because I don't see him falling off, but I do want to know his next fucking move. Is he gonna just go ahead and drop his album tomorrow, address this nigga like he normally does with people, and make money off the diss that I'm gonna get off of dissing your ass? Am I gonna go that route? He said back in the day, you diss me, you'll never hear shit from it, but obviously he thought he was gonna be able to Meek Mill the situation. I feel like he was prepared, but he was not prepared.
No, I don't think so.
He was not prepared for a rapper that's a rapper's rapper, who's very seasoned, who's been in the game decades plus some, who has a twin brother doing the same shit, who's been under the grooming of what's the DJ? I mean the producer, Neptune. Pharrell is a genius. Can we say all agree that he's a genius?
He's genius.
So
You know Timberland, but
you've been under that situation. You know what I mean? So like now you under Kanye. So to be under these people, you must be good and great for them to bridge with you, to come together with you. So, and you've been in the game for a minute, and I can't say I've ever heard a whack Pusha T rhyme, song, or anything. What? I mean, even if there is one, I don't know one, but I will say he's dealing with longevity. He's dealing with experience. But Drake is biting all these new niggas. But a cat like that, I don't know what's next. Normally I can anticipate the next move. I don't know what's about to happen.
Time out real quick. Shout out to the legendary Donnie D. Stepped in. Eric Newsell, Little Panther, stepped in. Amir, Little Meek Mill, stepped in.
Hey,
Shout out to Little Meek Mill Jr.
Anybody want to play Nuncio one-on-one, we still taking bets.
Oh yeah, I put
We'll take bets
$100
all
in Eric
day.
Newsell.
How long have we been on, man?
I don't know.
Are people still interested? Because, we cut this shit short.
I don't know. Meek Mill's here, so he probably got something to say, and Eric Newsell, Little Wakanda is here.
This might be the first podcast I didn't talk about shit that was really serious. There's a lot of serious shit going on. But I was like, how do I mix Donald Trump and what's popping tonight? It's not gonna be able to happen. So
I don't know if anybody got any questions from social media.
yeah, y'all let us know. We about to close it down here in a little bit. Y'all need me on that. Well, you should come through on this motherfucker, Eric.
Yeah, come on, Nuncio.
Yeah, everybody talking about coming through. I got fam that don't come through, man. Everybody talking about it.
You get Eric Newsell. He shout out to Eric Newsell doing his thing, man. I gotta give him mad props.
Why you giving Eric mad props?
Because represents Lion Life. You know he got a.
I know I would give him props. I don't know why you give him props.
No, I'm just saying.
He afraid of him.
Ah.
No, I'm supposed to play him.
Eric don't want to see me on the court though.
Yeah, we're gonna play.
Hey, we take them bets now.
Hell no, nigga ain't making right.
You represent Lion
I
Life.
has to cut.
No, probably until he represents Lion Life. He got a little panther tattoo on his chest. I don't understand why that's what's going on.
See, why isn't Eric bigger than life?
He's doing his thing though.
No, I'm just saying like, yeah, he's doing his thing, but like, this should be way more. And I say that because of this. I've seen him rep the same thing for like at least consistently the last 7 years. I've seen I've seen him be very, very consistent.
Yeah.
And I just feel like he should have way more support. Why doesn't the consistent nigga have support and the nigga that's up and down get all the shit? Why is that?
I don't know, but
And that's San Antonio's sickness.
It's a prime example right there.
let's get some shout outs though. But Eric Newsell, we already shout out Eric Newsell doing his thing. If you're about basketball fitness, Tracy, he's up in here. Donnie D, one of the most legendary DJs in the city, is on here. Amir, I don't know kind of what he's known for, just repping Meek Mill, I guess. That's what he's known for. Who else is on here?
Marina Stringer. Who else is on here? Who's on your joint?
Marina, what you got to say, Marina?
I go Plug on there, Mike.
Who? Plug?
Oh, what up, Plug? I'm coming, Plug. I'm a little getting ready for you.
Lance popped up on this one too.
Lance on all of them. He's trying to make sure I'm running the show right the way he
Yeah, Donnie's that dude, man. We go way back. Donnie, what up?
Let's give shout outs to the best promoters in the city. Like from old to new. I know, what's your boy Kirk?
K-Rock.
K-Rock. Shout out to K-Rock. Who else is out there retired, on the scene, off the scene? We got Kenny. We got you guys. All the Player Made veterans. Cal Jack.
You got Maloof.
Scott Maloof, Kirk Frazier,
You got Toy.
Bernardo, Eric
Twisted
Morgan.
thing.
We got JT, Nat Boogie.
Hey, Boogie a DJ now.
I know, Nat Boogie.
That DJ now.
Matt's supposed to be on the show, but
Joey Baze, shout out Joey Baze. Davey, of course, who's right by my side.
ain't going nowhere with that.
Fab Five,
Fat Five? Oh,
Black
man.
Diamond. Who else? Who am I missing out there? I'm missing somebody. I can't think. I feel like I'm getting in trouble because I might shout out somebody.
Well, if they ain't tuned in, oh well. Fat Five.
David Hannock. That's
Hey,
old school.
What's the best club?
South Beach production.
What's the best club experience in San Antonio from? Was it what when we had like that tunnel shit?
That was Kurt. That was K-Rock. Constant Substrate.
Oh, what was the big spot like by the spaghetti warehouse?
Fuel?
Was it Fuel? I feel like it was another
Are you
entree.
on Sunset Station?
Sunset Station.
That was Kirk too.
That was Kirk? So who was y'all named king then of this shit? Like who had the most epic shit? Like it's one of those like LeBron and Jordan moments. Man.
Yeah.
Including yourself.
Maloof Entertainment.
Like we're talking about eras, we're talking about of all time.
Of all time.
Oh,
This is LeBron.
This is South Prime, bro. We talking about
This is
kings.
LeBron.
Oh,
That's the Jordan type of conversation.
That's an easy one. That's an easy answer. Who the king is?
Who's the king, Davey?
Thomas J. Henry.
Hey, let's talk about Thomas J. Henry.
That nigga shut the whole city down. 2.5 million one party.
Whoa.
And he flew in the Migos. He took them off their tour on his private jet.
Okay, I'm taking him off the list. Talking about niggas we know. Like, well, y'all know these guys. It's not fair.
Lance,
Then last
that's
year he shut
very
down.
true. Anna Sin. Sin was AKA Dolce, for those that don't know. Guillermo said I was digging meat when it was around.
You know I'm going with North Pole.
Amir,
Okay,
facts. Amir, speak that shit. Capricorn Bash is probably one of the best and greatest parties of all time.
Of all time.
Every year in San Antonio.
Really? What's the best party you've been to in San Antonio?
I've been a part of or been to?
Either one. Which was the best experience, whether you were part of it, wish you were part of it, wasn't part of it, just just attending. Other than detail shit. Other than his birthday last year. Go for it.
J-Boy, get out of here. J-Boy said Santa's.
Shout out to Santa's.
I think
GX.
Wow, when the boy almost dropped the mic. He said, "That's
I'm too tipsy for this. I would say a part of was a part that I mentioned earlier with Playmate and K-Rock at Entre with LeBron. In a close second, I would say Take at LeBron was pretty good as well. Because he did some things that were unexpected. He booked them and he was only going to do a host and a few songs, and he did like a whole set.
He went in.
So shout out to Tank. Bobby Valentino was pretty good. That was a pretty good party as well back in the day. Outside of myself, just parties that I attended I wasn't a part of. Flip had some pretty good parties. Shout out to Go Getter. Bar 11 had some good parties. Atrium, Sunset Station, Generation X, North Pole.
Let me ask you a question. Who are the ballers in the city? Like, who can you, off the top of your mind, when they come to the club, you know they're gonna shut it down? Like, for the fellas, like who comes and shows love? Like, who's that dude? Or who's that group of guys? Or who?
My Nigerians, Dapo them.
Dapo, shout out Dapo.
Okay.
Dapo.
Shout out Dapo. He's very consistent.
If you don't know who Dapo is, you need to find out. He's that guy.
Dapo,
Who else?
he gonna pop a bottle with 2 people in the club.
I know my boy Chris Cutter's gonna pop a bottle or 2.
Oh yeah.
Anytime Cutter come to the facility, he gonna show up and
C-Ball.
show out. C-Ball,
Yeah.
Boss, got my whole
No, if people want to know
all
why
that.
it's so expensive to get a parking spot in front of 8811, it's because of C-Ball. He set the standards high, and they kept.
Well, let me tell y'all about my boy Cutter, man. He be wanting his respect, man. Cause he gonna pay. He ain't tripping. He just want the love. You know what I'm saying?
J-Boy, 2 Chainz got Emma's music shut down, so how about you happy about that? That wasn't even our party, but it was a dope party, but it still
You know white folks ain't having that shit in Stone Oak.
No,
They
that
ain't
shut
having
down
that
Stone Oak. So thanks for bringing that up again, J-Boy, because that's the reason why Endless Music got shut down. But it was that Endless Music was. I want to speak on that just for one quick second before we go. J-Boy brought up 2 Chainz and Endless Music. I don't want to talk about 2 Chainz because it's a sore spot, but Endless Music in general was something special if Eagles didn't get involved. And what I mean by that, Promoters Union was created at Endless Music. And Promoters Union, for those that don't know, was a collection of some of the finest promoters in the city of San Antonio that try to come and create a union
Why that
for
shit
everybody.
didn't work?
Well, it didn't work because over time, people got lackadaisical and they got content and comfortable. So you would have, for example, Davey doing all this. Davey, why are you FaceTiming me?
I didn't do it on purpose.
So you have people like Davey doing all this, and then you have other people that's just riding the coattails, letting Davey or myself or anybody else do it. But there was a lot of Eagles involved. The idea and thought process was dope. Bringing all the urban promoters together to do one venue. And despite, I think it was, how many people, Davey? Like 10?
10.
And everybody was walking away with good money. Everybody was getting no less than $500, $400 a night. So that's $2,000 a week on one night on a spot that there was 10 plus promoters on. But Eagles got in the way, and it just.
Let me ask you this: how come you guys don't get together and do the failed attempt of the Labor Fest?
All right, the podcast's over.
Wait a
Bartender,
second.
bring my check.
That's a situation that's open, right?
No, I'm not gonna do that.
We're not gonna talk about
No,
Labor Fest.
I'm not gonna talk about that.
Why we not gonna talk about Labor Fest?
That's not what we're gonna do.
No.
I don't know anything about that.
All right, no Labor Fest. Anybody want to say anything about Labor Fest?
No. Podcast's over. Hey, I appreciate y'all coming out.
It's over.
I'll see y'all some other time. Hey, Saturday night at 11.
This is Detailcuts podcast. He's not finna end my show. This going in my shirt.
I'm pretty sure it's on my phone. I'm about to
All
end this
right.
shit.
And then you're gonna take the camera off. All right.
No, Davey,
That's all good.
you got Davey's at Brief Lounge for anybody that's trying to go outside.
Give them
Shout out
y'all Instagrams, Facebook, whatever.
We got
and what y'all got
Amir.
going on.
We got Amir tonight at Chicago Bar, I think. And then tomorrow night, of course, we got 811, hookah on the patio, cheap drinks, good music. We got the kitchen open till midnight.
Any bartenders y'all want to shout out? Sydney. Chanel.
Same name as me, Sydney.
Chanel.
And 811, dope bartenders. Chanel,
Dopest
dope
bartenders in the city.
Chanel's dope bartender. A lot of good bartenders.
Anthony Surratt, my co-host, and he's a bartender. He's at
Yeah.
Rustic tonight. Shout out to my boy Ant. What else?
I'm like a business somebody as far as shout outs, but I want to shout out to just anybody that's a promoter, bartender, waitress, busboy that's in the nightlife scene. I respect what you do, even if I don't work
Words
with
of
you.
advice?
100 with your people, your staff, your guests. Keep doing what you do. It's a great way to bring in extra income. Some mad respect.
Or be your only
promoters.
income.
Your only income, according to Davey, not my only income, but it's one of my incomes. But
He's
shout out to
rich.
everybody that's doing it. I'm not rich.
Ladies, he's rich.
Sydney's rich. Like, and he's single.
Look at that watch.
He gets a haircut by Detail every 3 days. Detail haircuts are not cheap.
Marina, Detail does this weekly. I might not be a guest weekly, but Detail does this weekly podcast. So you get a chance. SoundCloud, iTunes, Detail did it podcast. You can want to welcome to watch at any time. I'm sure I'll be back at some point to talk about other things, but Detail does have a weekly podcast on Fridays. And what else? Other nights? And Mondays.
Don't forget about Labor Fest.
Derrick, you see what he said. Play me something, all you gotta do is score one.
Shout out to that boy Willie, man. All I know is when you do something and they make a meeting, shit is real. I'm the reason I'm bringing it up because I saw something on Facebook the other day about them thinking about redoing the shit. Him and Big Al. Shout out to my boy Big Al, who's a singer, artist, and barber, or whatever. And all I know is go look at the comments. That's all I'm saying.
Eric Newsom, I'm gonna take that bet. Eric has a bet with me right now. If I take it, all I gotta do is score 1 point up to 11 for $200.
Wow.
Hey, let's give him the $500 bet one.
Yeah, go ahead and do that, Eric. Push up to 500.
All you gotta do is be able to take one dribble.
Listen, Eric go hard, dog. Like,
No, I do. I know he does. IQ, shout out IQ.
Like anytime you do shit live,
I don't think so.
you're confident in
I
your
don't think
shit.
so, Marina. I'm already at 200.
We always.
I cut hair live at 5 a.m. Anything could go wrong. Anything. Eric is about that basketball life, and he will play a nigga one-on-one live. I've seen posts that say shit like, spot this nigga 10 points.
Yeah.
That's how I came about. Hey, give me the same bet.
What? You gonna spot me 10?
Look,
You must really
look,
think-
Chanel just logged in. Chanel, you gave me a shout out earlier, but it's too late.
Yeah, you should be here.
Mr. Paul,
Bartender.
shout out Matt.
Bartending to the whole San Antonio, the whole city of San Antonio. Shout out to my dope ass guests. Shout out to South Crown, Lizzie, Jay, the whole South Crown crew. Shout out to everybody.
Lance has a
man.
question.
What's Lance's question?
What is your biggest payday and how much?
I already asked that question, Lance. I know you had that on the questions. I asked it, and them niggas dodged that shit.
Answer
I
Sydney.
did.
What's the biggest payday? What's a good payday? Like, all right, I can give you a good payday for a barber. I'm just saying, like, it may not be something that you do every day, but on average, you know what I'm saying? Like a good $800 day.
Sydney.
That's a good day.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'll say this.
See, when a nigga start his situation, it sends off with, I'll say this instead of just saying this.
I'll say this. Between Hondro and
Just one night only.
no. Let me speak. Between Club Hondro and Metropolis, AKA North Pole census, whatever you want to call
Don't
it.
AKA me no North Pole. North Pole's the reason you niggas is breathing.
Listen,
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
I would say between those two promotions, I didn't have to touch a 9-to-5 check for years.
Wow.
For years.
That's still a bullshit answer? But go ahead, Davey.
For years.
Okay.
They don't give me a number. Like
All right,
tonight,
Davey.
tonight,
Davey be doing
just
it.
give me a number.
I give it
All
to
right,
you.
wait, give me a number that from the night, the night you were talking about earlier. That way, because that's just a
Bryson
crazy.
Tiller night.
Bryson Tiller night.
I spent $13,000 and made 86.
Whew.
Lying.
Woo, woo.
Check the numbers.
Look at my face.
We gonna check.
Call the
Hey,
show right now.
hey,
Shout out to the
He's-
Perez.
he
CNN.
spent-
Fact check Davey
Say that
Williams.
again.
What he said.
He spent how much? He spent 18.
13.
13, excuse me, I gave you 5 more. You spent 13 and made 86.
Yes.
So that means you profit 80 grand, pretty much,
Roughly.
in one sitting.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have to split that 80?
Just my,
I need to know.
Answer that question again.
How many ways, because you know, if Birdman got the 80 first, you know you only get much.
Arturo, shout out Arturo.
Did you check it?
Nah,
Oh.
Chanel.
So, you know, I don't even need to know, I don't even need to know the split. This guy spent 13, made back 80. Like, niggas in the dope game ain't flipping like that.
What you do with the money, Davey?
Wow. 80, wow.
I'm still living off of it.
I know
There you go.
some people ain't making 80 a year.
I know I pay my medical bills with
Wow. Yo, but all jokes aside, shout out Davey. Davey, y'all don't know, he's been going through a lot domestically. And he's doing very well, doing a lot better now. I also want to send my prayers to my boy Brandis. That went to Judson with us, that's in the hospital right now recovering. I wish you all nothing but the best. Forrest, my boy Desi from Judson as well, that got shot at All-Stars, I believe, off-duty officer. So I do want to shout out to those people and send my prayers to them. I wish them the best. But we have Davey. Shout out to John, also. He's been going through a lot, but he's also doing very well.
I gotta shout out my Timeless Angels. They said I have to give them a shout out to
Timeless Angels.
My new girl group.
You want to be Taz the Angel so bad.
Shout out Timeless Angels, Matt Boogie, Asia, Davey, Hannah,
Who?
Chill.
Shout out to Tanya.
Tanya, oh yeah. Tanya, that's her mama of the group.
Yeah, I want her to come too, because I was like, man, she deals with a lot. She's security. She got down.
Well, she be mad. And Sydney never want to help out at the door. Yeah, Sydney.
No, but she does a very good job. Yeah, she is like the mom of the group.
Tanya be going off.
And
Yeah, she did.
Hey, shout out Young Cal. He making some moves too, even though I ain't got a lot of gear from him and shit. But
yeah, what's up with
that's
that?
my dude.
Calvin, shout out Calvin.
He
You
got
are some gear though.
He got a daytime party this Sunday or
He does have a daytime
Saturday.
party. He does.
Amir, is Amir still there? Can we get a pool party this summer, Amir? Can we bring it back? Everybody's been talking about it. Amir, are you still there? Chime in, sir.
Man, we about to chime out.
No, Amir got to speak on this pool party before we go. Amir, pick up that damn phone, boy.
Whoever Amir is, pick up the phone. You got about 5 minutes. We doing shout outs. We out this bitch. It's been a long day. I've been up since 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Amir, are we gonna have a pool party this summer? Yes or no?
You sound like a pastor asking for more offering.
I am.
That whole jet, that one pass that.
All right, we're out.
All right, hey, well, I appreciate my guests being on today, man. Sydney, Davey, thank you guys, man, for what you guys are doing. Y'all are entrepreneurs in the community. Y'all are go-getters. Y'all are hustlers. Y'all are, one of y'all is a father. So that's, what, 2 sons?
Yes,
You know what I
sir.
mean? That says a lot this day and age. And I just like being surrounded by guys that are about that life, about family, about that hustle, and about being creators and tastemakers, if you will, and go-getters and the pushers and movers of the city. And I appreciate y'all coming on the show and allowing me to show y'all energy and shine light on what the hell y'all doing, because I think that's what we all need. And this guy over here being serious, and I'm trying to have a serious game moment. I'll wait.
Okay.
Lance, where you at,
I
Lance?
gotta remind you.
Where you at, Lance?
Detail Did It podcast Friday night.
Camera
Thank
goes to
everybody
the top.
for tuning in.
Stop shaking the
Shout
bottom.
out to everybody. Shout out to my grandmother. Shout out to my family. Shout out to my
Can I move my boots?
my wife, my kids, my
That's
brother,
my fault.
Francis, everybody out there supporting the movement, supporting South Crown, supporting Southtown San Antonio. Rich Life
Hurry up so I can
Entertainment.
Rich Life Hustle.
Hurry up.
Rich Life Hustle too.
First of all,
Rich
Lance,
Life Hustle Eat and
you are the legend,
Entertainment.
but I ain't scared of you.
Already, man.
You're now tuned into the Detail Did It podcast. Come catch a fade.
God damn, boy, what's that? Some kind of weave or something?